All right, now I need to go and get my print. Sorry, I'm still here. I can.
I'll go and deliver the dog to the house then for a second.
You're gonna leave me here all by myself?
No, I'm here. Oh, look at this. I printed it in red so it matches the red covers and everything else.
Ooh.
But the question is, did my modificationer virker de? Yeah.
I feel like if I had a 3D printer, a part of me wouldn't want to waste prints, so I would obsess about the model, and then when I finally printed, either I would turn the computer off and not look at it, or sit and fiddle with the model and find things to fix, so that when it is done, I have the next version already ready to go without seeing the result. And either this will end with me either not printing at all or having 15 iterations of everything.
I mean, yeah, that is the risk. But, well, I've dodged a bullet so far. So, all right, that seems to work. So,
We're not started the half pint yet.
Yeah, we got a live Haavard video here about him trying to figure stuff out and showing. He's a bit bad at having stuff in camera, though. You only see the top part.
Stuff on camera really doesn't matter for an audio podcast, though, does it?
No, but we can't really react to what he's doing if you can't see it.
but that being said, I have to redo this part.
Ooh, it's got some red filament.
Yeah, because I thought this was going to be the final version, and it needs to match the red wall. And
It's faster, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
So what didn't work?
On the backside here, you see this groove. It matches the
Yeah.
lip around here. So when it's rest there, I know that it is very much aligned. But I moved them the wrong direction. So I wanted the gears a bit closer, but they're even further apart. So I have to reprint that part.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what I like about this printer. I mean, it's good quality, but like this part is relatively complex, and it takes just an hour. And an hour is fast. I mean, I just go into my workshop, and then when I come back, I have parts.
Yeah. Put up some pictures on Instagram or the CMO group on WhatsApp, at least, to give our listeners some visual aid.
Yeah, some sneak peeks.
You should make a video on or include some video of you doing some CAD as well in some of your future work.
Was that not a fun part of the edit?
It didn't make the cuts.
I mean, those are, I don't know how, because sometimes when you watch a YouTube video, they actually make the sitting in front of the computer and designing stuff look good. But I can't for the life of me figure out how to do that myself. Because every time I've tried it, it's been miserable and awful. And
Do you know what? For somebody wanting to learn CAD and whatnot, Haavard's 10-minute clip on doing that design would be a standalone video. To be fair.
Yeah, but I didn't explain it. I don't think you could learn shit from that.
I didn't actually watch the whole clip. So.
Exactly.
You fell asleep in the first 30 seconds. And then...
So, no, that's not for me. Click. So I took a little break from editing last night and went in the workshop and just made a quick little spinning top, which was nice.
Yeah, that was really nice.
It turned out great. And I intended just to go in there and just turn something just for fun and, just be in and out within an hour. And obviously I ended up filming it, so it'll be a short.
So you really become a lathe person.
Do you know that what I like about the lathe, KJ, is you can go in the workshop and you can make something really quickly. It's instant gratification.
Yeah, and then you can spend even longer time cleaning up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just really quick and easy, so I think it's nice for that, to be fair. So I wouldn't want to be a lathe guy all the time. But if I've got 5 minutes spare and I want to go and do some making, that's probably what I'll jump on. Because to start cutting wood late at night I couldn't do, and I can use the lathe pretty much all the evening through because it's a quiet thing to use. So
yeah, well,
yeah, and I could probably understand it. I have now ordered parts that is on its way in the mail that requires me having a lathe. So I'm basically doing. What tool was that where I bought the things that you needed to get the tool? God damn it. What tool did I buy last?
don't ask me.
Yeah. Never mind.
It's a 3D printer, wasn't it?
Yeah, but there was something I actually ordered, some part that made no sense if you did not have the tools. I had to buy it, but it wasn't a lathe. What did I buy before that?
Welder.
Yeah, the welder. That was it. I bought all the welding thongs. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Have you used the plasma cutter yet?
Yeah, I used it. It works beautifully, and it actually worked with the tiny compressor that I have. I thought I had to buy a bigger compressor, but no. So that's a win-win. So I used that to cut, my mother's Christmas gift, actually.
So you can't do continuous cuts for hours and hours, perhaps.
No. And I realized I'm not going to do that ever, probably.
No, probably not. No.
So I'm thinking it might not happen in February, but at least in March I have ordered a lathe. That's the plan, because I have enough non-lathe projects to keep me going until then. But yeah, making this 2-stroke coffee grinder, I really lucked out because I have some bolts with the right dimensions, and but it would be nice to actually be able to drill holes in the end for fastening nuts and so on. So need a lathe.
I'm not really feeling the need for any tools at the moment, other than a Tormac, I think. Tormac? Which one is it?
Yeah, but that's not a tool, is it?
No? What is it?
Or, yeah, it is. It's a tool for tools. So yeah.
Yeah. If you want to keep your wood turning chisels nice and sharp, I think they're essential.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the throwing money at the problem solution. But it's a good solution if you got the money.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, I could not, for the life of me. I mean, if you want proper sharpening stones, those are quite expensive as well, and you need different grades. And by the time you have bought 3 of them, you are well past halfway to a Tormek. And then we just gloss over the fact you need additional wheels and holders and tools for that as well. But I mean, once you bought it, you just need to commit.
I think to get the Tormek with all the tools and accessories brand new is about £800-900. But there's been quite a few on eBay. Just the basic Tormek with none of the tooling with it for about £100. And I reckon for about another 100, you can get the tooling to the jigs and everything to help you sharpen your chisel. So I think, a couple of £100 for a Tormek's not bad at that point, is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
I really should be better at sharpening stuff in just hand sharpening, because I haven't done that enough to be good at it.
I'm pretty good with my normal chisels, my regular workshop chisels, but I keep on top of it, so it's not a big job. To be fair.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing that if you nothing is hard if you keep on top of
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I think I've got a set of diamond sharpening thingies, whatever they're called, stones, and a honing guide, and it just works perfectly. To be fair,
Yeah.
but just to touch the chisels up is probably about a minute, 2 minutes per chisel. I've only got 4 of them, so it's not a big job at all.
I really don't have any good chisels. I think I have 3, and all of them were in pretty bad shape when I got them. They were sharpened to, non-existence. Is that what you could say? Yeah. I mean, they were bad, and I haven't done much to improve them either. So I think you have to reset and start over with all of them if you want them to be really, really good.
Yeah,
and that seems like a pain.
I don't think the set I got, the Narex ones, I don't think they were particularly expensive, but they're nice chisels. I mean, they're not the best, but they're definitely above average.
But you need to use them as well, and I seldom do stuff where I need a chisel for actual chiseling. I mean, right. the last time I used one was scraping off old glue from an MDF board. So right. I mean, I don't do any fine woodworking. So yeah,
that's the thing, though. I do have in my shopping list / wish list a set of decent chisels, but might get used once every third year when I do some woodworking project that I actually care about. So yeah, I have 3-4 chisels as well in different sizes, and they are not straight angled, or I think 2 of them I sharpened on an angle grinder, and I did do some woodworking where I wanted a decent result, so I sharpened it on the belt sander, so it and it held its edge for the 2 minutes I needed it to, and now it's there again, dull as a paper knife.
Yeah,
I've been sharpening my old wood turning chisels on the belt sander since I got the lathe, and it's not such a bad deal, to be fair. You do a pretty decent job on that.
I mean, I think it works fine as long as you're quick with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so long as you don't build up some heat in it, because
yes,
then it's...
Exactly.
So if you do it right the first time, just a zzzt, then it's fine, I think. But yeah, what do I know? But yeah, chisels, that's pretty far down the list on stuff I won't need.
Yeah.
I actually don't have any tools that I need at the moment, I feel. Or specifically want either. I want to use the ones I have.
Yeah.
That's more... I feel I've been stocking up on materials for future builds, for when the weather is nicer to be outside.
Is that when we're going to see you do a bit of carving? Is it Arbortech you've got?
Yeah. The turbo plane. Yeah, yes. That as well. Yeah, that's the latest tool. That was the Christmas present to myself, and I still haven't used it. I really should give it a try one of these days when the weather is better.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, that's definitely an outdoor tool.
Yeah.
No, it'll be fine. Get in the workshop, make some dust.
Yeah, considering how much stuff is in my workshop, I mean, you would find those shards everywhere. Yeah.
You'll need a leaf blower as well then.
Yeah, and then you find the workshop outside. I feel everything could blow away. Yeah, I still haven't cleaned off my second work table where all the stuff from the cabinet I took down ended up.
Okay.
Because I put up some shelves above it with the intention of putting all the stuff there, but then I just put materials for project instead. I filled that up rather quickly. So now I feel I have to work through that to actually gain some space. Yeah, it's a big, I don't know what it's called in English, 15 game, where you move tiles around, only have one space empty, and move tiles around to make
I
a
know
picture.
the game you mean, yeah. Don't know what they're called, though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my workshop. I mean, that's me seeing yours, Glenn, especially now that I've been editing your video. You have so much space. You have so little stuff. It's basically nothing in there.
I put my stuff away. That's the thing.
Yeah, but it feels so lofty, so empty.
I love that feeling of space. It actually feels a lot more crowded than what it used to when I first built it. I only had a bench down one side and nothing on the other side, and I love that. Really enjoyed the feeling of space.
Yeah.
I have to keep the middle open as well, KJ, so I can get my gardening tools in and out because they're kept in the cathedral at the back.
Oh, yeah. You need to transport it through there. Yeah. I like to keep an open space in the middle as well, just to be able to do whatever, because I don't want to be cramped. I could never have what Haavard has.
If I didn't have the traffic through the centre, I think I would have a table in the centre, to be honest with you.
And not have a bench on the side.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that look.
Yeah. Me too.
So how's the dream about a better workshop going, Haavard?
Yeah, it's... I was thinking about containers here the other day.
You should get a container. What a fantastic solution.
Yeah.
It would work so well.
I had a dream here the other day that I got a container, but I shelled out a little bit more money for it, so I got one of those who were pre-insulated and actually built like a workshop. But yeah, I'm not going to dream too big or too quickly, so we need to do some digging in the yard this summer. So I'm just going to take a 30 centimeter off a patch and put some decent gravel down and fix some drainage and so on. So whatever we want to sit there, that is done. Because we need a lorry or two with some gravel for the driveway anyway, so they can just give me some proper gravel as well for the first batch to just dump down in a hole down the slope.
Nice.
So
you've got to be careful how much gravel you put on that slope, otherwise it'd be like driving up snow, won't it? If you get it too deep, you'll not make it up.
And that's the thing, though. I have a good relationship with the neighbor below us, and that's what I did last time. Instead of driving the compact digger down the slope, not being very experienced, I just asked them if I could drive the other way and up. Yeah, no problem. So I just drove into their lot, and so I can do that as well. I can drive down now, I think, but if I need to get up and it gets sketchy, I can just go down to the road to the neighbors and take it that way.
Do you want me to come over and drive the digger for you in the summer?
Yeah,
that'd be fun. I love driving.
I can pay you in beer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really fun.
And it is.
I am licensed, or I was licensed up to a 10-ton digger as well, so I can do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure in Norway you can drive quite hefty diggers as long as you're not doing it commercially, but just on your own land. I think you can drive up to that size without having any certification. But of course, it's not many companies who want to rent that size of a digger to you. Like, do you have any experience? Yeah. I've driven the small ones a couple of times. No.
But I mean, if the big ones, you really need a big job. Otherwise, 2 scoops and you're done.
Yeah.
What's the fun in that?
Yeah. Yeah,
a tiny child-sized digger, please.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, a neighbor or neighbor down the street, they have one of those that is basically, I mean, the one step above a playground digger, more or less. It's with a
Oh yeah.
a petrol motor on the back, but no propulsion. So you just have to claw yourself forward with the arm.
Oh wow.
So it's, I mean, it's it's the size of just a trailer for your car. So it's just had 2 wheels and 2 feet. So you have to claw yourself forward and dig around, and it looks extremely stupid, but at the same time rather fun. But I mean, they cost like 5,000 quid, I think, about that. And you can't find them any cheaper than that. I've looked and tried, because it would be fun to have.
Just fancied one.
yeah, a bit. But I'm not shelling out that for a toy.
Maybe you could come over and we could have a weekend, and you, Glenn, you could do the digger, because I also need to wash the 2 facades of the house. Well, I should basically wash all 4 again, but 2 of them I need a lift, so I need to rent that as well. And then I'm gonna fix the edge skirts on the roof as well. So yeah, you can do the digger. I can be up in the lift. We can have a few beers, and then we can we can move some gravel. And yeah.
Work party. I quite like that idea.
Yeah.
Make a camp.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll sleep in your summer house.
Yeah. So that's actually a brilliant place to sleep in the summertime.
Yeah.
I used to do that with the kids. Did plan on doing it in the wintertime as well, but it doubles as a shed in the wintertime, so it's kind of stuffed.
Yeah.
A bit tricky.
Yeah.
Bit crowded, perhaps. Still haven't got any packages from England.
No.
You haven't got anything in return?
No, I haven't. It's not come back here.
No.
Well,
Someone fancied it and stole it, perhaps.
Well, we didn't think the last package I sent you was gonna get there, but it did in the end, didn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm still hopeful now.
Yeah, I'll get it about the time for my birthday, perhaps.
I was actually thinking yesterday it's KJ's birthday in February, but there's no point in sending anything. We won't make it.
We can send him an email. You'll get your package in May.
Yeah. Fun times.
I'll buy you a beer at Maker Central instead, KJ.
Well, I am
gonna at the free Vector.
Yeah.
Is that considered buying someone a beer? Just getting a beer, perhaps?
I'm still classing as the fact that I bought Ali Spagnola a beer there.
You pointed her to the bar.
I ordered it for her. I recommended the beer.
Yeah, and you did follow her over, so yeah.
She followed me over, actually. She realised if she didn't come over to the bar with me, she was going to have to stand there with you lot.
That's a very fair assumption.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber standing there.
I mean, it in some ways it is harder to interact with a star, or I mean, someone out. Yeah, when you're a group instead of a single person, because I mean, there are more awkward silences when you don't want to step on other people's toes and take up too much space and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's weird.
The problem is when you talk to the more famous YouTubers, you don't want to tell them what you're doing, do you? I don't want you to watch my videos. You're much better at it.
But that being said, you can see the largest stars of the YouTube sky. It was obviously work for a lot of them. So even at the Vectric event, where us mortals were focusing on having a good time drinking and meeting up with people, it was obvious that they actually just jumped from one to another and taking notes and talking and swapping. So it was obviously projects and collaborations. So, and some of them left quite early after they just talked to the people they needed to talk to, and then they were off. So
that's the problem, isn't it? I mean, they're there having people talking to them, wanting to meet them all day, and it doesn't change when you go to the event afterwards, does it? Even though you're all YouTubers, they've still got fans there, haven't they?
Yeah, and the same in the hotel bar in the evening as well.
Right.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't know.
No, you wouldn't.
Don't get all high and mighty about that again, KJ. Remember your performance at Scarpa.
I was there.
Yeah, but you weren't there for the late fun dudes.
And this year is going to be different, isn't it? When Mr. 1K is entering the ring, it's like, talk to you later.
Yeah, he won't have time for me. He's going to talk to the other famous ones.
Yeah, I have a podcast, you know. Yeah.
I went to the last one with a podcast as well, so that was nice. I did have a few people talk to me because of the podcast.
Because you are the podcast. Are you going to go as a podcast this year as well, now that you're not the social media manager?
Yeah, I think so.
Someone has
Be
to.
yourself. Be yourself.
Haavard can't, can he?
Nope.
If I put my name down as the on the maker list, I'm still going to wear just 2 tags. So it'll be the podcast and No.1 Projects.
Twice as cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we can share the podcast, I think.
Lily's already said, can I wear one of the lanyards if you get 2?
You could make exclusive podcast lanyards and hand out to the guests that are there.
Yeah.
Previous guests get
honorary lanyard.
Whoopee.
Yeah, oh my God,
homemade on a sewing machine with a lathe pendant or something like that.
I made you a No.1 Crude mistakes lanyard. No, it's all right. I don't want it.
Oh, that's so stupid.
I was going to say a lanyard with a beep ring on it.
Yeah, and everyone fill in what the censored word was,
Yep.
and send that to Haavard so we can compile it. Preferably a video of you saying it loudly.
Yeah, because it was obviously not a lathed oak cock ring.
For some it was. For some it wasn't.
So when's the coffee grinder going to be done?
I thought it was going to be a longer project, but if this gearbox turns out to work, then it's really a quick assemble, basically. So,
Video for the weekend?
no, but I might start on the base and the welding this weekend, and then it's ready to edit. And I actually filmed the intro and I filmed some of the build video already and started editing, but now I have to edit a podcast and KJ's videos, so it's going to be a few weeks ahead of time, I think. But I did remember yesterday, I was thinking, all right, I downloaded all the clips, made sure I got all of them, arranged them, and all right, I just started editing, and then I realized, hey, we still have plenty of time until the 2nd of February. So.
Yeah.
So you're going to forget about it and realize next Friday.
And then, like, what? Are you gonna make a reel or something? It's the Lampalong end day today. Oh fuck! Yeah, I was thinking though, can I do two at once. So can I make a video for myself while I'm editing you? Because I could, instead of a reaction video, I could film myself just jabbering along while I'm editing your video. Like a live commentary as it's being edited.
I don't feel like his edit would get the full attention it deserves, though.
No.
That
And,
might be the worst idea you've ever had.
Probably not the worst, but it's up there.
that doesn't mean it can't be a YouTube video, you know?
Yes, that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, and that being said, I did something fun that I do every year. I printed a paper version of the calendar for this year with all the bank holidays and whatnot, and then I started plotting in Easter and of course the winter holiday where the school is closed, and of course the autumn and everything, and just trying to map out how do I most efficiently use my vacation days to get long weekends and so on, filling in gap days. And then I realized I still have a couple of days, and maybe I should just take 2 days off in February, just workshop time. Just line up some projects and just like get the kids delivered at 8 and get like straight 10 hours in the workshop.
Yeah, you should.
That would be nice. And then, of course, I realized that although the school is closed, the after school is still open. So I could have a week of vacation, but I could still send the kids off to to the after school, or what it's called in English. I'm not sure.
Holiday club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that to them, but yeah.
They'll probably get more out of that, won't they? Playing with the other kids.
True.
It's good for them.
Yeah, yeah. They get to be outside, and yeah. Because I actually thought about that. They got, for Christmas, they got each a beanbag chair. And I got the projector, and of course I have a white roof in my workshop. So I'm thinking, for some of the projects, I could be working on the lower section, and they could be up on the floor there on their beanbag chair, just watching a movie, because I use that down here when I'm doing editing. I just have them down here watching a movie, because then we can interact and talk and hang out. So I should try to start to convince them that the workshop is the place to hang out, to watch videos.
Yeah, and they slowly can be interested in what you're doing and wanting to help out. And they have sidekicks, and
yeah,
and then your numbers are gonna skyrocket. Best dad in the world.
Yeah. I don't like putting them in front of the camera, but I have actually used my oldest daughter behind the camera, because both of them are really like, ooh, I would like to use your phone and film and something. And all right, I'm at the hardware store picking parts. This can be a B-roll. So here, film Daddy. And she's just walking behind me and giggling like, hee hee hee, Daddy's at the phone. And yeah, works great.
Yeah. And now the youngest have shown interest in being a YouTuber. He said that I'm going to have 3 channels. One that I do Lego builds, and one
Yeah.
Okay, fine, yeah, sure, do that. Yes, it has names and logo IDs and everything, and is running around with his tablet and filming himself. It's mostly him screaming and doing weird dances, but yeah, I mean that's what YouTube and TikTok is for the younger ones.
I was going to say, you just described TikTok, didn't you?
Bang on.
So
and now
that
that
teach
got
him how
all
to
their
edit,
own-
Peter?
Well, as soon as they get material that is actually editable, so to say. Yes, I'm looking forward to having them try that. But yeah, they have dreams. Yeah, so who knows if YouTube will be around when they get old enough to actually do it.
Yeah.
I think YouTube might, but I don't think there'll be any creators as we know it on YouTube in a couple of years. There's so many AI videos appearing as shorts now.
Oh, that's annoying. But
Yeah.
it's going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be like Facebook and Instagram. Like it's just going to be the old people left at some point. So we are going to be there, obviously. And then the kids are going to be at something else, Swoop Doop or whatever.
I mean, we have present that we are real people. People have met us in real life, and we can vouch for each other. Yes, Haavard isn't AI. No, Glenn is not a bot farm in Russia. He's a real person.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that will be the next niche, like real content with real people, so people will flock to us instead of AI generated mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, the problem is that he will drown in the onslaught of manure.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's depressing when you see the numbers when you put out a video and it's shown to like 2% of your subscribers, and the rest is to random people who are not interested. I mean, the algorithm,
and at least half of them is bots.
Yeah, so I see a lot of people have actually went back to the old mailing list. I mean, if you're a subscriber, that's good, but if you want to make sure you get everything, I have a pamphlet or something going out every time, or a newsletter every time I post a video or something is happening. Then you get extra content there, but you also get notified that there is a new video out. Because I have people coming and commenting on a Hellcorner video. Oh, cool! And what if this and that? And yeah, I did that already 2 weeks ago, or 2 videos ago. But people don't. They don't get the notifications, and of course and I don't do it myself. I don't go into a creator and I just check his video catalog to see is there anything I missed. Because when I put subscribe on it, I kind of expect it to show up in my feed, but no.
I think most of the people I subscribe to show up in my feed.
I think so,
yeah.
But I'm pretty good at putting everything I want to watch in the watch later list.
I normally get a notification when somebody I follow has put a new video out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is... we might have to realize that we are not the average YouTube
True.
watcher. Because most of them, they have the app. Most of them don't have an account. I mean, if you make an account for yourself, you are probably in the 10% of all people using YouTube. And today, of course, they're spammed with whatever AI, and the first thing you see when you open the apps are reels, so you have to scroll a considerable time before you see a horizontal format video that's not AI and that's interesting to you. And
I don't think we help ourselves with our subscribers either, because we are, all three of us, all over the place with our videos, aren't we?
Yeah.
Don't know what you're talking about.
But I mean, that's the channels I like myself.
Yes,
so...
yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. But there aren't many channels that flit about making all sorts of things. There's Laura Kampf, Habu, I think, Hassan, who I follow. He's a bit random with his makes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm struggling, and Colin Furze, obviously.
Yeah, he does whatever he feels like.
Yeah.
I mean, DiResta is kinda all over, and Bob at I Like to Make Stuff. I mean, it's rather random on what he does, but...
Yeah, but that's not many, is it?
No.
No, because we know all of them, of course. If we don't know them, they're not out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's the sad part with YouTube, that you only know about your little bubble, and there's so much else there that you don't know about.
Yeah,
there are only 24 hours in the day. You can't watch everything.
I mean, it's fun that, because on Instagram, me and the wife sometimes you share a few posts back and forth, and that means that our algorithms are picking up on that. So sometimes, yeah, I've seen that already. So you know that it's roughly the same. Well, the Venn diagram, those two bubbles are sharing quite a lot, but we don't do that on YouTube. So if I have placed my phone somewhere and I just need to check something, and I use her phone and her YouTube, and they're like, shit, what app is this? It's just crap here. I'll edit that out. I just realized, I'm doing the edit. I can say whatever I fuck I want. That's nice.
Yeah,
Power.
The only problem is that you will forget about it and miss it when you edit it.
That's true, and I also don't care. So.
Yeah, I'm sure your wife doesn't listen, does she?
No, that's few and far between those episodes she has listened to, unless there's something specific.
Does your wife listen, KJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Michelle listens every time, I think.
I mean, mostly when I see her listening to something and she's giggling, then it's us.
Yeah. Come on, Sophie, get on with that lamp.
Now I'm gonna go and do like toddlers do. But Michelle and Sophie listens.
Yeah, that's gonna work out great for you, I'm sure.
Yeah. So talking about editing, it makes me... Maybe we should just stop making content to edit and start editing. At least I know I have to.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually going to finish my cabinet edit, and then I'm probably going to have a break from making for a while. I need to get some jobs done around the house, I think, for a week or two.
I mean, you can film that as well.
Not really. It's gutters and...
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see me clean the gutters and fit in their adapter.
Well, that
to
depends
the
on if you
downpipe.
find the story in it.
And the passion and the glory here. But I mean, someone do like low effort November or something like that, and you could do like gutter January or February then.
And I mean, you falling off a ladder, that could be really good content.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be taking a break if that happens.
Yeah. Both figuratively and literally.
Do you guys follow Rainfall Projects, by the way?
No.
No, sounds like river tables.
No, not at all. Does a lot. Well, it's mainly metal work actually, but he's probably one of my, for his making, he's one of my favourite YouTubers. But he only puts out 2 or 3 videos a year. But he's just done a recent one of a really arty one of a sort of a memory for his dog. But the piece he's produced is absolutely phenomenal. So I'd recommend that video if you get a moment.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. It's actually a friend of Bourbon Moth who lives down the road from Bourbon Moth.
I think I mentioned him before. I realized something here the other day. I saw someone in a post. Oh, that looks like... No, it wasn't. And then I realized, I haven't seen either him or Bourbon Moth in a while. So I just stopped watching them at some point, and now the algorithm has also cleansed them, so I don't see their videos anymore. Maybe they don't make videos for all I know.
Bourbon Moth definitely does. But yeah, I don't watch so many of his anymore. Still a great YouTuber. It's just the same content, isn't it?
Yeah,
Same
me
sort of
neither.
stuff.
I have muted him, apparently. So that's why I haven't seen his videos.
Speaking of Bourbon Moth, next week's guest is...
Oh, that would be fun to have on a big YouTuber and haven't watched his videos for a year at least.
We stopped watching you. Why do you think that is? We would like to get it from the source, so we have you on as a guest.
I listened to his podcast, so I could still keep up with him a bit.
Yeah, I couldn't do that either. Is this awkward silence enough for you, Haavard?
Yeah, I think so. think it's
That was a natural, homegrown, ecological,
yeah, all natural.
organic.
Me and KJ had a conversation before we started recording on he's
Crap.
tired, I'm tired, and we expected you to be tired, so we didn't have high hopes, did we?
No.
I want a
I'm sorry to all the
sandwich.
listeners.
Yeah.
I'm not. I
And Howard is indifferent, so we're all the shades.
Yeah. But I just realized something though. Or maybe I should save that for the next episode. Yeah, I'm going to save that for the next episode. So
Yeah, write it
remember to ask me what I was thinking about at the end.
Yep, good luck in remembering.
I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know. And on that note,
Good night.
or
I was gonna say
morning.
YouTube, yeah. Or morning, or whatever. All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Stop the recording so I can start editing. Come on. Hi, this is Howard from the editing room. It's the day after the recording and I already forgot the thing that I thought about. So don't hold your breaths for the next episode. Because I won't remember. Goodbye.